Welcome to Readathon Q1, where we have set the target of completing 50 book summaries in the 90 days. Here comes the book number 38. The name of the book that we have today is Everyday Millionaires, written by Chris Hogan. Let us see the small information about Chris Hogan. Chris Hogan started his career as a debt collector, where he frequently encountered people that were struggling financially. He later joined Dave Ramsey's company, Ramsey Solutions, as a financial coach. Hogan was the host of the Chris Hogan Show. He is a finance expert, public speaker, and the best selling author. Let us see the targeted audience of this book. The 30-year-old person living paycheck to paycheck means salary to salary and wants to break out of this cycle. And the second category is the 24-year-old person who is ready to get serious with their finances. And third category is the 38-year-old life coach is looking to refine their skills and learn more useful advice to pass on. Let us see the small synopsis. Everyday Millionaire's book proves how anyone can become a millionaire if they have a solid, actionable plan and the willingness to work hard by drawing conclusions from the largest study ever conducted on the lives of millionaires. It's a research related result. Do you know what it takes to become a millionaire? Well, if you are like most people, you probably don't know. In this book, the study reveals that the commonalities or similarities among these millionaires, how they got where they are today, and how anyone can achieve similar results for themselves. The book Everyday Millionaires by Chris Hogan is a step by step guide to becoming a millionaire, even if you don't have a great deal of dollars in the bank right today. Based on the largest study ever conducted on the lives of millionaires, this book shows you how to take control of your finances and turn your dreams into reality. Here is the powerful quotation from the author Chris Hogan. When it comes to your career, you want to strive to become the ideal team player, someone who is hungry, humble, and smart. Isn't that the kind of person you want to work with? Say yes in the chat box. Someone ideal team player who is hungry, humble, and smart. We all look for these qualities from the career perspective. Let us see the top three lessons from the book. First lesson from this book is most millionaires work for their money and follow a plan. Second lesson that we can take from this book is having a basic job but knowing some simple money laws can help you become a millionaire. And the third lesson is instead of adapting the mentality of a victim, be responsible and set goals. The book represents a series of uncomfortable truths and also a plenty of useful devices advices. If you truly want to grow financially responsible, stick around and hear all of them. We all go in detail below. Let us see the small review of this book. Everyday Millionaires is an eye opening book for the everyday person who struggles to live meaningfully, thinks financial independence is a modern myth, or simply does not know how to break out of the victim mindset. If you want to learn how millionaires are being made, how money can work for you and not against you, or how these people think ahead of the game and give this book a try. It is truly an insightful piece that delves deep into the minds of successful people and explains how millionaires are not always high earners but rather mindful spenders. Let us see the lesson number one. The interview carried out by the author shows that most millionaires don't inherit the money, they work for money. The truth is that most millionaires are self made men or self made women who have worked hard to get where they are today. They didn't inherit their wealth, they created it through hard work and determination, along with some smart investments. The author states that the interviews he conducted with the millionaires revealed that most of them didn't inherit the money, but rather worked hard for it. Most of these people didn't come from good families, high paying jobs, or famous backgrounds. Instead, they lived below their means whatever they are earning, they have lived below that earnings, paid debt quickly, invested so early, and kept being consistent in their actions. Michael Phelps is a great example. He's the most successful Olympian in the history and a phenomenal swimmer. He trained 6 days a week for 6 hours, and people still attribute his success to luck. In fact, most people like to talk about millionaires as if they are some sort of mystical, incredibly lucky beings. People usually prefer to think of such successful individuals as fortunate rather than hardworking because that comforts them. It means that they can justify their lack of consistency because luck is not purposefully attainable.
Uh,
Yeah,
Lesson
Sandesh.
2: the myth about millionaires going only to high-end schools, having all sort of degrees, and working high-paying jobs needs to stop. Millionaire doesn't necessarily comes from high-end schools, have a bunch of degrees, work in real estate, finance, or other such jobs. The truth is that the majority of millionaires do not come from the families with money. In fact, some of them didn't even graduate from college. It's time to rethink the whole idea of wealth. Wealth is not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. Here are some more interesting facts about millionaires. Millionaires work hard and save their money. They didn't spend it like the majority of people. They make smart investments and follow a budget. Millionaires know how to live below their means, even if they make six figures of or more per year. They know there's more to live uh, they're more to life than buying things with credit cards or taking lavish vacation every year. They invest in their future by saving as much as possible while they are young, so they can retire early and enjoy the life later on down the road. Millionaires don't just have one job, they have multiple sources of income. The secret to become wealthy doesn't always consist of luck, a better job, or more of anything at all. It all narrates down the mastering these money laws and making the best of your income. For the reason, many of the millionaires are regular people who work basic jobs. What made them wealthy was their habits.
What made them wealthy was is all about their habits. So if you want to become a millionaire, then you need to focus on consistency on your habits. Let us see the lesson number 3. Not a single self-made millionaire lives by a victim mentality. You might have heard this before, but millionaires, especially the self-made millionaires, don't like to complain, don't gossip much, and they surely don't blame their misfortune on external factors. In other words, they don't live by the victim mentality, nor spend too much overthinking situations. Instead, they are men and women of action. Less talk, more doing, less complaining, more gratitude. The list can go on, but that's not the point of this lesson. Instead, the aim is to make you understand that a winning mentality and a victim mentality cannot coexist together. To break out of this mindset, you will have to practice intentionality. When you are intentional in your actions, you are no longer sliding through life waiting for other things to happen as if you are on autopilot. Instead, you make them happen. How do you do that? By taking action and mastering your decision making progress. Much like everyone else, you too have to make decisions, so you better think them through and be confident in your choices. One way to start deciding when it comes to money instead of hoping the odds play in your favor is by initiating a savings plan, a retirement plan, and investment plan. Don't just wait to get rich, act upon it. In the same way you complain about the lack of money, you can start putting aside some of those hard earned pennies. Even better, make them work for you. Set goals and break them into the objectives so that you have a clear plan. In other words, start deciding and ditch the victim mindset. And the action time of this particular book summary is also to set financial goal and to work accordingly on that. See you in another book summary another day. Until then, stay connected, keep progressing.